everybody, I'm Tom.
I'm Camilla.
And today we're taking a look at Aqua, biodiversity in the oceans, with a absolutely gorgeous cover.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And a gorgeous inside of the box.
And gorgeous.
I mean, not just gorgeous, they're nice, thick tiles. This is a well-produced game from the Op, and Sidekick Games, working with them. And we talked a lot about Vincent Dutray, but let's take a little bit of look at, I don't know, I'm all, let's take a look at the game.
At the beginning of the game, you'll notice that these tiles are out here. You're going to put these are called ecosystems, and there are different ways to score. But those are the 6 basic ones. There's actually 18 different ones you can put out there. Each player is going to have a starting tile that they'll place out here. And then each round of the game, you'll have tiles equal to the number of players plus 1. So let's say it's a 5-player game. It'd be like this. And then you're going to each draft these and put these, connect them to your reef. And there will be 1 left over. And then you'll just add more to that. The starting player will change and you'll just keep going. Now, what you're trying to do is you're trying to build reefs and you're trying to build habitats. A habitat's pretty easy. If you put 3 of the same color together like this to make that, you'll take the matching small animal of that type, you'll put it to here. That small animal is going to be worth amount of points at the end of the game. You'll see 3 of them are 3 points and 3 of them are 2 points. A reef is more going to be as you build colors next to each other. So let's say I put this color here, and it needs to be 4 more. And at the end of the game, that's going to give you points for each small animal it's next to. You'll notice these big animals over here. That's something you can do. When you place a small animal, and again, it has to be placed on top. I'm just showing you here, for example, and I make a shape that matches a large animal, I can take the large animal and put it on top. By the way, these large animals have 2 different sides. And you'll also notice that they go down in value as you go through these. And these will score you points for being there, as well as getting the points underneath them. And you'll notice there's different shapes over here. They also have to go on top of different animals, so you'll need some biodiversity there. At the end of the game, you get points for your large animals, then they're removed. You'll get points for your small animals. You'll get points for your reefs that you made that are next to small animals that are on the map. And then you're going to score each of these, and each of these will score differently. Like I said, these are the 6 basic ones. But for example, this one says, for each of the dolphins that you have, which is this shape here. So for each dolphin that you have, you will score 3 points for each of the native small animals. So in this case, it's the clownfish. So you'll get 3 points for every clownfish for each dolphin that you have. And then each of these will score differently. You can also take these and you can take reefs out of the game for an easier family game. And then, like I said, for advanced, you can add in all sorts of things. But they're all pretty much listed on the back of the book here.
So Aqua, the theme is, oh, wow. I mean, and if there's anything I love is that, oh, you want to take the moray eel, you don't want that, then fine, take the big, whatever that is. It looks like a giant walleye or something. You know, you get the 2 different creatures. I might be wrong. I'll look it up later.
No, I don't understand what you're saying.
When you take one of these big ones, you can pick the side you want.
Aesthetically, you get to choose the side.
Who cares?
Got it. Okay, sorry.
But it feels good. Like, do you want a dolphin or do you want a shark or whatever,
yes.
or whatever they are.
Yeah.
And I like that a lot. I like that the tiles look different. It's beautiful, and it's an easy game to play teaching-wise. Now, I'm going to be cautious because I can say, oh, you're building things. I think that the reefs are hard to explain. I don't know why. I'm like, you're making this group, like if I'm like, make a hexagon and put an animal on it. People are like, understand. Like, make a reef, and then it's a big collection, and any animal it's next to gets points, and they're like, ooh, or I could just make small animals.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like that offers some depth to the game and stuff. The game, though, does definitely suffer a little bit, I think, from the I wanted that token and it didn't show up.
Yes, I think so.
All the ones that are out there don't really fit in my thing, so I'll put the one out there that helps me the best.
Or I will say, I think that is very well mitigated by the rule of instead of taking an available tile, you can take the first player token to choose last. Because if you're out there and you're like, all right, none of them are good, I'm just going to go first next time then in case it does come up. And I think that that is well mitigated with that single rule.
Yeah, I really, I mean, for me, definitely this game is more fun because of how pretty it is. I mean, to me, there's no question about that. But one thing that this game does that I like a lot, there's another game about flowers, which is I'm blanking on now.
Garden Bow?
Garden Bow. Yes, this is very much like Garden Bow.
It feels like Garden Bow. It does.
And in Garden Bow, you put out little tiles, and then you put bigger tiles in them, and then you put the biggest tiles in them. But the problem is you put the big tile in them, and you cancel the tiles underneath. This one doesn't. You take the big tile off, you score it, then you get to score the stuff underneath. And then you get to score other things based on some special abilities that are in the game. So it's a lot of point salad-y stuff. And frankly, I don't know if I'm ever playing well or not. But at the end of the day, I'm happy because I built a cool, reef and all these little animals that are in it.
Scoring does feel really good. I think there is something about scoring it and coming down and seeing the different layers that you built. But I'm actually going to disagree with you on how easy I think it is to teach and understand. Like you said, the reefs, when you understand that, it's like, wait, hold on, those score by what's around it. So there is this element of almost memory to it. They have to remember what's under there because as you're uncovering it to score, as well as it's just...
I think you're allowed to pick them up and look, though, aren't you? I don't think you have to...
I mean, yeah, it's not memory. You're not allowed to, but it's also the whole time. What is that again? Hold on. How does this one score again? I definitely, even after like 2 plays, was like, wait, which one scored? This one scores this way, not that way, right? I just find the scoring to be more convoluted than I would want in something such a simple gameplay.
I agree, and that's why I'm not giving it a higher score. I'm giving it a 7. I think I enjoy this one a lot. I think it offers, I'm not going to lie, and how it looks, and the sea is one of my favorite things. Definitely plays into that. But placing the tiles out is fun. It's interesting. But if you took it more, I don't take it as seriously as I think you could. I think that would ruin the game for me. Because I sit there and go, okay, where's every spot I could put this? You can even, in this game, hate draft sometimes. Like, well, that's the exact tile you need. I don't see a tile out there that I need, so you know what? That one's going to my thing. And, that's part of the game, right? You can just say, I want to go first and all. But that keeps me from liking it higher. But I still enjoy it. I don't know why. I think part of it is the finished product makes me happy. And I think you could get a little deeper in it, and I like that better.
And I think I'm in that group that you're talking about that maybe is just overthinking it the entire time and seeing all these different options. So I'm coming in at a 6 on this one. I did just find it to be the gameplay just to be a little, I don't want to say heavier, but more burdensome than I wanted. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I agree that the theme and the look is giving that a little bump. I would play it if someone if they wanted to and really loved this, if they love games like this. Calico and Cascadia. To me, that's just because the scoring and the wonky things makes me feel a little bit more Cascadia to it. I'm sorry, Calico. What did I say? I don't remember which two I saw. Calico and Cascadia. Those
you
two.
Like Cascadia better than Calico.
I actually dislike Calico. And this one gives me similar feelings. But I actually enjoy this one. It's a solid middle.
Well, this one offers you decent choices. This one, like in Calico, you can get to a spot where you're like, I don't know where to put anything.
Right.
Here I can at least put stuff
There's
out.
something to do. And I really like, the two mechanisms that I think really, mechanism-wise, bump this up is the one I talked about, taking the first player, and then also that when you do have you're getting these animals, I forget what it's called thematically, when you're getting these, you can take the animal you built or hold out and try to go for a bigger animal later.
But you can't come back.
But you can't go backwards. And I love that. I love those indecision they feel like push your luck mechanisms that they come up. I think that's great. But yeah, for me, the rules are just a little too this but that, but they match, but they don't. They make this shape, but if they don't, then they score this way. And I don't want a flow chart.
Well, there you go, folks. That's Aqua. Delve into the ocean. And seriously, Vincent Dutray, where does he find the time to draw all this stuff?
So good.
I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Camilla.
We'll see you next time.